could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me.
Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Mostly Bad Ideas, a mostly Dungeons & Dragons podcast that has so far not had a single dungeon or dragon in it. This is the show where I take three good friends on their first epic adventure through 5th edition D&D. But not just any campaign, this campaign was crafted from all the different D&D games of my childhood. It's a labor of love and an homage to all the good times we had as kids. That being said, we are now adults, and it's definitely not the most kid-friendly ride. So put the kids to bed, or toss in your earbuds, because we cuss, we swear, and we mention orc penis occasionally. Okay, like seriously, orc penis and butthole are mentioned frequently. But all that aside, it's a hilarious thrill ride where these three try their best to stay alive and figure out what they've landed themselves in the middle of. Make sure to like, subscribe, and follow us wherever you can so you don't miss out on a single one of our mostly bad ideas.
You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me.
So, yeah. Bright white flash of light. And you guys are now laying in the middle of the kind of entrance area of the brewery. There's no flames, everything is out, and it's dark inside.
Guys,
dark-ish, but
I just had a dream. I was holding my dad's guns.
Well, I think we're free now. So I think
how the hell did? Well, I'm
concerns.
sorry, but it's crazy. I was denied these weapons. I don't think I'd ever see them again. I mean, they're my life's goal to attain these weapons that were my father's guns. I never thought I'd see them again. It's so weird to have a dream where I saw the guns. And then I wake up and we're here. What happened?
I had the same dream that you was holding fancy guns, and I had a chair and the heavyweight title of the world.
Yeah, in fact, you were holding a
spiky
pan with knives sticking out of it. What the hell? What were there were people with masks. I don't understand. First of all, did we all have the same dream? Did you guys see what I saw?
I think so.
Listen, I saw three guys in masks and a person standing beside us, a shadowy figure. I couldn't hear anything, but I saw Nuncle flying through the air with the chair and wearing the belt, and you holding a pan with knives sticking out of it, and I was holding my father's guns. I have to remember the face of my father and get those weapons back, guys. What happened?
yes, there was also on each of the three figures that were standing across from you. Each of them did have a large symbol on the front of their cloaks, and the symbol was it's a partially shattered skull, with the kind of the eye socket shattered in, with a blade sticking out of it. The blade appears to be made of a serpent, and behind the skull is three talon marks, kind of scratch marks down the front. That was the symbol that was on the chest of each of these members.
Are these some factions that we should know about,
So
guys?
partially shattered skull with a blade in the eye that had a snake for the handle. And then, what do you say behind them? Behind the symbol
with like a 3-claw, like talons scraping behind, as if it's ripping through something.
Can I roll any sort of perception or investigation to see if I know what that symbol is?
So I will take a religion check.
$14.
Is it just you checking? Okay. So, with a 14, the skull kind of looks like a symbol you've seen before. The shattered skull is a telltale symbol of the god Vecna.
The god Vecna?
Vecna, which is a neutral evil god, and it was the same symbol that the what was the name of the guy that burnt down your town and
The
slaughtered your
good
city?
man.
The good man. It's the same symbol that the Knights of the Good Man wore when
What about the rest
they
of
bulldozed your city.
what are the rest of the symbol? Can I do a history check?
You can give me a religion as well.
Religion. 4.
You are not a religious guy. You don't buy into that bullshit. Your religion is what you can put in your pocket.
Brody.
My quick
I'm sorry, go ahead.
question. So, like, is the bright light still like shining on us?
No. It was more of like a light, like a flash.
Okay.
And then you guys were here.
So I kind of lean in and I Thunkle, Thakma, come in here for a second. The symbol those guys were wearing, I never told you about my history, but I was from a town called Gilead, and it was the county seat. I was born into royalty, and my family were descendants of King Arthur. And I told you about my training as a gunslinger. But the way it works is weapons are handed down from father to son. And John Farson was a man who in the area started a rebellion. The people called him the Good Man. And he basically attacked Gilead and burned it to the ground the night before I was to inherit my father's weapons. That symbol is his that was on those guys.
Yeah, your father sent you fleeing in the night that night.
Saved my life, and I have to avenge him. We have to figure out what the hell's going on now. You guys don't owe me anything, but I have to find out what happened.
These guys want to hurt you? Like, did you do something? Like, is there something that would like they want to like end your family name?
I think that their ideal was to wipe out the Guild of Gunslingers that I'm a part of because we were the last symbol of the light and the white that's in that part of the world. They're representative of the black, and I think they just wanted to tear it apart. And with us gone and out of their way, they could do whatever they want. And I fear that with the Gunslinger Guild gone, these guys could just continue to accrue power and do awful things. They already killed my entire family. Our entire village was destroyed. Gilead is no more. I have to find a way to figure out what the hell's going on with those guys. I need your help.
I think the biggest thing, not to shelf your problems, but we were just somehow vamoosed out of a prison. Teleported is the word. And like I don't think.
What the hell's going on?
Sorry guys.
Yeah, Brody, you and Uncle would have no fucking clue.
Yeah, sorry, I got distracted by. You're absolutely right, Uncle. I was so caught up in seeing my dad's guns and the symbol of the Good Man. It just brought back everything, and I completely got sidetracked. How the hell did we get to the brewery? Let's start with the first issue.
And in this moment, time freezes, and for everyone but you, Thakma.
Should I take my headphones off again?
No, you're fine. I mean, you can if you want, but time freezes, and across the room, Thakma is a just basically shadowy figure. There is no defining features, no nothing. It is a form of darkness.
Does he speak common?
And he goes, Thakma.
How do you know me?
I've been watching you, and I see beyond time and beyond what you can perceive. And you and your little band of miscreants seem to have some importance to this world.
What does the coin have to do with this?
The coin was how I watched you, and how I will continue to watch you, to see to it that you uphold your end of the bargain. The bargain being I save you, and Now I possess your soul until further notice. You boys, it is important that you fulfill your destiny. Of this I know.
How do we do that?
First step, find your weaponry. And then he vanishes, and the world ensues back around you.
Do we notice anything, or is it just
you
like...
guys notice nothing?
Okay.
You guys notice that nothing skipped a beat for you guys.
There was... guys, there was a shadowy figure that just talked to me. He told me we need to
When
find
did
our
he talk to you? We just got here. In the dream, you mean?
Do you have a concussion?
I don't think I have a concussion. My head feels fine. Everything just kind of froze here. And he was talking to me. He just disappeared.
What did he say?
Oh, okay.
So we need to find our weapons.
For...
I don't know if it was a special weapon or...
But why did you hear him and not us?
Yeah, I'm a little freaked out.
Time froze. I don't...
What makes you...
Why are we here right now?
What makes you the special fuzzy little man, Peach?
I don't know. Why are we here right now? So are you going to question it or are you going to get free?
I mean, we are free.
Your arm is still burning as well.
What's wrong with your arm, Thakma?
The coin we found in my pocket.
Oh yeah.
So he lifts his sleeve, and you guys see that now the coin, it's the same shape as a coin. However, it has melded into his skin.
Did you get probed?
Thakma, that can't be good, can it?
No, I signed up for a couple clinical trials, but never this much invasion.
You want me to try to get it out of you?
No, we need to see what's going on first. I think.
How did that happen?
You might.
I found it in my pocket.
Yeah, but how did it end up embedded in your arm? It was in your pocket.
That's not your...
I don't know. Maybe I rolled in the middle of the night. I don't know.
You don't just roll over on that and that happens. I can say that for a fact.
It's been hot the last couple of nights. I don't...
So, I was going to say, Thakma, you can give me a deception check.
Okay.
And you guys would give me an insight roll.
I have a 19.
Insight, I would be 15.
Let me find my insight. Where is...
Nuncle, it's not great. Yours is a -1, just so you know.
I know. Where is my insight? I don't see...
It's under your skills. It's right below history.
It's a wisdom check.
Yeah, it's a wisdom check. So yours would be whenever you roll -1.
Okay. Okay. 4 -1.
Okay. So, yeah, I mean, you guys have no reason to believe, Thakma has no clue how that got there.
So we're just rolling with, okay, Thakma, listen, I don't know that, don't get me wrong, I am suspicious of that, but I have no idea how that happened.
So am I. It's embedded in my arm now.
Something happened last night, guys, where we ended up here. Somebody is actively intruding in our lives, and then we wake up with you having that silver disc in your arm. I'm just trying to put 2 and 2 together here, Thakma.
I mean, should we just load up the ass and try to get back to the last light?
It is still dead of night, so you guys are in the brewery, still dead of night here.
We should definitely try to find, because those cops are going to be pissed if we're out of there. Let's not forget about that. So we definitely need to find more evidence to build our case. So I think we should find an office or maybe some kind of proof, more so than just
honestly, let's just go back to town with our bundle, with our donkey and our cart. And
they have it in the Tesco is still locked up.
Oh, that's right. It's in the stable. Can we find it in the stable?
I'm not going anywhere near the police station. I'm not exactly that might just be another giant 6'8" orc.
Not exactly conspicuous.
And I've seen you two try to sneak, and it looks like...
I can't stop humming the Mission Impossible theme song every time I try to do it. I don't know why. It's like a weird tick. So we got
the famous play Mission Impossible starring Tom Cruise.
So guys, hear me out. We got a lot of shit we got to try to sort out right now, but we're free. And to Thakma's point, those guys are going to figure out, or excuse me, to Nuncle's point, they're going to figure out we're gone pretty quickly. So we probably have till morning, till the guards raise an alarm, unless they show up in the middle of the night to do a bed check. So our best bet, you can bet, if they find that we're gone, they might come here right away to see. I don't know why they would. They might be able to search for us, but they're definitely going to check this place at some point in time.
Right.
So I think this would be the last place they
Well,
look.
who knows?
Well, how do we find the stable then, where they're keeping our donkeys?
So they had told you that Tesco was being kept in the the guardhouse stables that they took Tesco.
I'm not.
And your cart.
I think
we should get there and try to get over and get back.
I think we should investigate the brewery while we're here and try to figure out a way to prove our innocence before we go back and do that.
Good point.
Yeah, I would agree with that. We need some form of like hard evidence, like NCIS.
It's my secret, Uncle. I'm always hard.
That's true.
Guys, let's try to do a little bit of sleuthing here and see if we can figure out exactly what the hell happened when we were here the other night. Is there a record room? Let's split up and see if we can find a little research here.
All right, gang, let's split up and look for clues.
Listen,
I rolled a 12 investigation if we need that.
So where are we heading? Where are we investigating here? So what's the game plan?
Can I go?
You want to investigate the brewery?
Yeah,
well, I'm not going to give you one roll to investigate the whole brewery.
Because there's like different wings, and so can I try to look for like what was the owner's name?
Boss. Rob Boss.
It's a Rob Boss.
Boss Hog, yeah, Rob Boss. Can I find his office, or like look for his office?
Yeah, so from what Frank told you, that would be in the wing that's beyond the tasting room.
Okay, I make my way for that.
Is there a
Is
there a mail room or anything like that, or a receiving room?
So there would be offices and stuff also in that same direction that Knuckles going. There's also the other wing of the building, which was the brewery and storage and production kind of wing of the
heading
building.
Like deeper into the building.
What about a taste?
Yeah, so that's remember it's a V-shaped building. When you come in, basically everything to the right is your administrative / living quarters for the owners, and then the whole left section was described to be production and kind of where they brew, where they store.
What about like a reception or a tasting room? Can we go back there?
Aren't we in the tasting room?
No, you guys are in the main lobby. The tasting room is part of the admin wing. Yeah, so that was the direction Knuckle wanted to go.
Let's find the reception tasting room, and I'll investigate in there, see if I notice anything.
Okay.
I'll follow Thakma.
So you guys are kind of all going in the same direction then. So you guys
I'm
all
making
step
a point
into...
to look for the owner's room, though. Like, if I see his name on a door or, like...
Right. So, as remember, we come into the tasting room. The tasting room is fucking trash now. I mean, it's all char, and, it's the whole room is kind of burnt up. But there's the door that led out of the tasting room further into that part of the building that you guys didn't see into, but that's where Pensford kept going.
I head that way. Yeah, let's go that way.
No, let's go.
Okay. So you open up the door beyond the tasting room, and inside there, this room has also taken some damage, but it is this seems to be kind of like a general sort of like offices area of the building. So there's just some desks around with like kind of little cubicles around them, kind of that sort of setup. Then at the backside, going further in, there are two doors. One is one says off limits. The other has Rob Boss. A plaque on the door that says his name.
Before we investigate further and before we split up, can I investigate here, see if I see any senses of foul play? Or
Sure.
While he's rolling, I ask a question. When we got transported to the brewery, do we have all of our gear and everything now?
Yes. All of your gear was there as well. So.
I got a 21.
A 21?
Yep, unnatural.
Okay. So, in this room, you actually find your, the comparison drawings, for when you guys came here with the letter from Azamar, plus the symbol. There are lots of kind of shipping manifests, things like that. There's a desk covered in like logistical things like maps and things like that. This is kind of what you gather as like the working brains of the facility here. This is where all of your like kind of staff members.
So they got our order. Like it was a legit order.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yep. It's the letter is there and everything.
So Nuncle, why don't you check out the office here for Rob? Brody, why don't you follow me? We'll go into the unauthorized no unauthorized entry door. We'll see what's behind here.
Let's go.
I go into the boss hog's office.
All right, so we start with Nuncle, and the door is unlocked. Both of the doors are unlocked, so you guys kind of proceed through your doors and separate here. Nuncle, you step foot into a very well kept and sort of high end office. I mean, it's bougie leather chair, big ass desk,
like very ornate.
Yes, very ornate. Big wall of books and tomes and things like that. All collecting dust. A large desk. A couple of casks here and there, and things like that. Some seating in front of it. Paperwork, kind of strewn across the desk.
Okay. Can I do? I guess first, can I just I guess it'd be an investigation, like just on the desk to see if I notice anything.
Yep. Go ahead. Give me an investigation roll. Yeah, it looks very much like your Azamar's office, just a little bit higher end.
15 minus 1, 14.
Okay. So you're kind of you're going through things. Nothing crazy like out of the ordinary. Big orders for as for him to look over and approve specifically. Just the letters from different establishments all over, just kind of establishing routes and stuff like that. Just a pretty standard office space.
Can I check his bookcase as well, like to see if like
if there's a false book?
Yeah, like to see if like a book would I could if I'm just start pulling the books out, like maybe one of them is like a false book and it would open up like.
Absolutely. So what's you're just gonna pull all the books off the shelf basically? Is that what you're doing?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. As you're pulling books, your newfound danger sense kicks in. And I want you to roll me a dexterity saving throw with advantage.
Oh, no. Okay. So, okay. With advantage?
Yep.
So that's a 4 plus 4 is 8. And then my second roll was, oh my god, fuck my life. Natural 1.
So, luckily, you don't fumble because you had advantage, so it's the 4 plus 4 we take, which is the 8.
Yes.
Unluckily for you, still not enough. So, you take 3 points of damage as you pull a book and a spear just comes out and right off your side.
Oh, shit.
But when you do that, you hear a click, and the bookcase can swing a little bit now.
Good job, Knuckle.
It creaks open. Now we're going to stop there for a second. You guys made it through the doorway there, and that door immediately went to stairs upward. And you come to the top of the stairs, and it seems that the whole upper floor of the section is a living quarters. Very, very nice living quarters. There's photos of big paintings of a fellow with big bushy hair and standing there dressed all casually. mug in his hand, like he's posing for the picture with his Northwatch Brewery on the outside of the mug. You would
any kind of rations we can take from this guy.
Looks
I mean, there's certainly a kitchen that you could see.
Okay.
look at these pictures. I mean, I think this is King Trump. This guy's got a picture with on his wall. That's great. He must really be.
So they've
that's worth a fortune someday.
Yeah, I heard his opponent, Prince Biden, backed out of the race.
You know,
he got shot with an arrow.
yeah,
recently,
I think he
right?
recently. Thank God it missed. I think
In the knee.
Yeah.
We're a current relevant podcast. But so the it opens up into a kind of the stairs come up and it's a large open, it's a seating area, lots of very comfortable looking seating, fireplace, tables. On the table there's cards out, things like that. It looks like the space has definitely been lived in and used. The kitchen is somewhat disorganized and a mess. And then at the front half is the kind of living room area with open kitchen, very open concept. And then on the back wall, further down, there's 3 doors.
Can I roll an investigation?
3 doors down?
Yes, there's 3 doors down.
Does one of them say Superman on it?
Crabs and I.
Can I roll investigation just to see if there's anything in the room that stands out or anything to loot or take or anything like that in the living room area?
Sure, go ahead and roll. Yeah, Knuckle, you would have found also downstairs with your search, just to throw at you. You did find a small pouch with 2 gold and 3 silver in it, we'll say.
Let me add that.
I roll perception.
We should probably check these
and
doors.
It's a 23. 22. Excuse me.
It would be investigation.
Investigation.
But I think that's the same.
No, it would be 21 with investigation.
Oh, okay. So, 21's still very good. Looks like there were some people playing cards on the table. There's a small pile of coins there. You find 9 gold.
Let's go.
Birdie, let's check in these doors here. I'm going to check the first door here, open it up.
Okay. So we just go in left to right on the doors?
Yeah.
Okay.
How many gold did you say?
9. Okay. So you open up the left door, and it looks like it goes into a bedroom.
Anything I notice off the top?
Are you going to go in to investigate it?
Sure.
Okay. Brody, were you going in the same room with him?
Standing outside.
You guys just kind of
I let him go in.
Okay. Cut back
13.
down to Knuckle, so we can try and keep timeline pretty close. Knuckle, that bookshelf that just stabbed you swung open.
Is it I guess I have dark vision, so I kind of look around and I head down the stairwell.
So dark vision doesn't matter because as you open the door, as you open the bookcase further, torches along the wall spark a light.
It's like my wrestling entrance. Okay. And
torches light up as you come down towards the ring.
It's the final.
So,
those classic D&D pyrotechnics,
Yeah. So I guess I head down the steps.
All right. So you start making your way down the steps, and it's a kind of a straight down spiral staircase that you're going down. You get to the bottom, and it opens into a large chamber. In this large chamber, there is a central table with a ring of chairs around it, and at the far wall there is a large tapestry that has the same symbol that you saw on the chest of the 3 men in your dream.
Oh, that's important. Okay.
Write that down, Uncle.
Knuckle will remember this for later.
Peace.
Can I do a perception check of anything else?
Yeah, go ahead
So, like,
and give me an investigation.
okay.
So what's the difference between perception and investigation check?
So perception is if you're like, kind of just like seeing, hearing, smelling, that sort of thing. Investigation is actually looking around the room,
Feeling and touching around.
feeling, looking for specifics, like,
Sure.
that sort of thing. Perception's more reactionary. Investigation is more intentional.
19 minus 1, 18.
Okay. There are a number of papers and maps and plans and things like that. Just a large number of things strewed out on the table.
Bro, do you think Knuckle will take all the maps?
Are you going to take time to sit and kind of look this over? And
is there more than like the amount that I could just like grab them and put them in my backpack to view later?
No, yeah, you can easily grab. It's not that much stuff,
So I just kind of like
a couple of maps.
Yeah, I just grab it and shuffle it into my bag, and then I approach the tapestry and I try to pull it down. And I was gonna try to fold it up.
Okay,
take that with me too.
Okay, I'm gonna put a pin in that as you're approaching the tapestry, and back up to you fellows on the second floor. So Thakma has walked into the bedroom. Birdie's standing outside of the bedroom.
Yeah, I rolled a 13 to investigate.
Okay, so you walked in. It's a very nice kind of lavish bedroom. Looks like a very comfy ass bed, huge. There's wardrobes and dressers in here. A very nice kind of table with a mirror on it. Nothing too great that you find. You find lots of clothing, things like that. Nothing too crazy in this room.
Get out of here! I'll go to the third door. I assume Birdie's going to.
Yeah, I open the second door.
Okay, you open the second door, and it is a bathroom.
Okay.
There's like a wash basin, and this is a city with general plumbing network, so there's functional toilet and water and things like that.
I go over and pee.
All right, and then Thakma, you open the third door, and
let's get investigation for in there. We got another 13.
Okay, so you open the third door, and the third door is very different compared to the bedroom and things like that. This is... are you guys all at the Always Sunny in Philadelphia familiarity?
Yes.
The board with all the string, and there's one of those in here going on.
Okay.
There's a table in here that has maps of more cities than you've ever heard of, and just tons of information.
Hey, Brody, get in here.
I shake it off and I run over to the other room real quick to take a look at what's going on. Holy cow, it's a crazy person room. So I'm talking like you're talking about with like the cork board that has like the
oh yeah, like, dude.
This is a great crazy.
It's There's no mail here for payment. It's over.
Great crazy person room. This is a great crazy person room. But
it is a fantastic crazy person's room.
Can I take this with me?
Can I roll investigation?
Sure, absolutely.
18.
Let's probably do that too.
Okay. So with an 18, these maps are they have X's marked in lots of places, in lots of cities. There are, there's it looks like there was a lot of things pinned on this cork board that were ripped off. You're finding fragments of paper and things like that. As if, there was a cleanup job done quickly. It's as if somebody did not want whatever was being planned on this board to fall into what they would consider the wrong hands.
Are we able to discern anything from the lines still left on the board?
It's just a bunch of string to you because there's no data there whatsoever. There's no
What about the
notes,
table?
no
Anything
nothing. The table has all the maps. There's lots of maps, and on these maps, there are different buildings marked with X's.
Let's grab these maps, Brody, and we'll head out.
Yeah, can I? Okay, beyond the maps, like you said with the crazy person room, there's nothing else we can ascertain. There was just looked like there was stuff up on the walls that the strings were going to, but has now been torn down with scraps of paper. No information to be pulled from that. The only other information we're taking in the room are the pile of maps. There's nothing else to investigate as far as we can tell.
Yep, correct.
Takma, grab the maps, man. Let's clear out of here.
Got it.
Okay, so you guys clear out of that room, and I presume you head back downstairs.
I thought we had 7 more doors.
Ha ha! No, you had 3. Remember, there were 3 doors down.
That's right.
So
that was our kryptonite.
That's right. So
if I go crazy, would you still call me Superman?
If I'm alive, will you hold my hand?
What have I done?
So you guys head downstairs at the same time that Nuncle is coming back out of Rob Boss's room office.
Anything in
Nuncle,
there?
did you find anything?
Nuncle?
Yeah, I think. Well, I don't think I did find a dungeon with I hand Brody the tapestry.
What?
That's the tapestry with the skull on it, right? The cave.
Yeah.
Skull.
Yes, yeah. It's got the full symbol, the skull, the dagger, the claws.
Okay. So I found that, and then I found a bunch of maps and paperwork. I didn't read it because it's not my strong suit, and I thought I'd leave it up to you guys. But I do think this is enough evidence to prove that these guys were scumfucks that were date raping us and planning to kill us.
I agree.
Nuncle, we found we were upstairs. There was like a living area, and one of the bedrooms we found a crazy person room with like strings going to different things. Looks like somebody was planning something. There was maps. We have maps too. Could we maybe lay the maps out on the floor here and see if we can figure out?
Let's find a place to camp in for the night, and we'll lay out the maps.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you think just Nuncle's brain, my wheels is turning? A little torch went off above my head. Where those strings are going, we should cross-reference with maybe like the shipping department to see like if they sent shipments of ale there or something.
Oh, that's
the shipping manifest.
Because like possibly, I know, I'm not the sharpest dagger in the shed, but
you got a salesman's mind, Nuncle. I appreciate that.
I thought maybe like if they're trying to like poison the masses or like do some crazy like terroristic shit.
Can we try to find
the
shipping department?
Yeah, there would have been a desk in this room that had that was like had a little
shipping log,
little plaque on it that says shipping.
Okay,
and the string that you had found up there, I mean, you would have nothing to correlate or line things up with. So, I mean, you could hold maps up to it, but I mean, it's not gonna. It doesn't line up. It doesn't make a lot of sense.
We found a comfy bed upstairs. Why don't we go upstairs, call it a night? We'll lay out all these maps, see if we can find anything.
We sure we want to stay here? What happens if they raise alarm in the alarm in the morning? Or do we think it's?
Do you really think they're gonna come back here to look for the people at the scene of the crime?
I can always stay up and keep watch.
We could go upstairs and barricade the door just in case.
Right. Yeah, so like I said, you guys were kind of middle of the night. I would say it's probably equivalent of like 1, 2 in the morning.
Right.
Let's get some sleep in here, guys, and we'll get some breakfast in the morning. We'll see what's going on with these maps.
All right, so we all agree. I guess we're all going upstairs back into the living quarters to
spread the
bed
maps
down
out
for the night and spread the map.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So we'll look at the maps in the morning.
Okay. All right. So you guys sleeping? Are you guys just cuddle puddling in the the fancy bed?
The good bed. Yeah.
I'm gonna keep watch.
Okay.
We'll switch off where we did what we did before, where somebody can do the first, middle, and second half. I don't care which one I get. What we should.
So you guys, you already did kind of the bulk of your, kind of sleeping in the jail cell. and then we're kind of teleported to here for the tail end of the night. So it's only another couple of hours really before daytime hits. Like I said, it's probably about 2-3 in the morning when you guys decide to we're just going to sleep till morning. So Knuckle, the damage that you took will maintain. So you're still going to be down those points of damage. It's not long enough to be like a full rest or anything. But I'm not going to give any of you guys no exhaustion, no nothing like that here.
Okay, cool.
So you guys get up in the morning, presumably a uneventful evening.
Why don't we take the maps over to this? Well, first of all, good morning, ladies. How did everybody sleep last night?
My neck hurts a little bit.
No crazy dreams or anything like that this night.
Yeah, I don't think we teleported last night. Was everybody here?
Do you have any animate, objects that just suddenly wander your skin again?
Nope. One coin in the arm. Everything's fine.
Yeah, everybody check their arms. We're good. Okay.
They're still pythons. Okay.
All right.
Should we take the maps over here to the gaming table and lay these all out and see if we can figure out what the hell's going on here?
Yeah. Any relevance so we can see?
So you guys push the cards and gaming stuff and everything like that off the table there. They had some dice and some little figures and
nerds,
some sheets with stats all over them.
Like I bet they play D&D.
Yeah. All right. So you guys lay out your maps.
Okay.
Trying to think here what I should have you roll for deciphering these. I'm probably just gonna make it
roll land nav.
Since you guys are all gonna do this together, whoever wants to kind of take lead on deciphering these,
I'll take lead. I got a natural 20 on that.
Okay, I was gonna say I'll give you advantage, but you don't need it. So
I'll take it.
You lay these maps out, and the maps with the X's you have no context for. It's just cities with buildings marked with X's, things like that.
Anything in this city?
Huh?
Anything in this city?
So actually, curiously, there is no map for Northwatch.
Okay.
It is the only major city of Vandalar that is not mapped out. The maps are just of this country's cities as well. You see no maps of Valen cities. You see no maps of Paka cities. You see no maps of Aletha cities or anything like that.
Okay.
Now, the map that Knuckle brought up, it is marked clearly with trade routes.
So it could be for their shipments day to day. We could probably disregard this one.
So that one is marked with trade routes, specifically routes running to Last Light from various different cities.
Okay.
I think we could still disregard this one because there's nothing really tying it to anything but.
Well, he didn't. This map with all the trade routes running to Last Light. This is the one Nuncle found down in the dungeon, correct?
With papers and paperwork and things like that.
Well, anything in the paperwork we can find.
So, yes.
Can we cross-reference the shipping manifest?
Absolutely.
Or whatever to see like what was shipped on these?
As you're looking down through, and it dawns on you guys that your supplies and things like that for Last Light, for the beacon, have been off. And, like they're it seems like, you were getting less periodically, stuff like that. You guys had always chalked it up to financial issues. But it seems as though you guys, the beacon was specifically being targeted for disruption, is what it appears.
Anything in the papers that tell us why?
Absolutely. There is a scroll that was found that has no, not the one you have, not yet. That has that symbol in the corner of it.
The skull symbol.
Yes.
Okay.
And it reads, continue to disrupt the trade routes to Azamar until we draw him out of hiding.
Goddamn Trade Federation.
Utilize the goblins that we have provided you to do so, and you will be greatly rewarded when the day comes.
What is the purpose
and the day is in all caps.
What is the purpose of disrupting this trade route? Like, it's only one typical route into town, right?
I'm more
well. It's like I said, it shows routes from the surrounding cities as well.
Right.
So
but this is, we're kind of more concerned with our own.
Right? The routes to the beacon. That's what I'm trying to say here. Is like the routes from Zael, routes from Vandal, routes from Larian, anything and everything, all leading into Last Light to the beacon.
So my big concern here, and I know my literature skills isn't A1, but isn't our boss just like a slumlord who owns like a shitty bar?
No.
Why would they want to?
It's the only bar in Last Light.
It's a nice bar, the beacon's nice. Yeah. It's the higher end bar in town,
Okay. He's not.
It's just bad food.
Like, listen, guys, I never.
But why would they want to draw him out of hiding?
That's my point.
I
don't know if you guys. I don't know if Azamar ever told you guys his backstory. He never asked me about mine, and I never asked him about his. I kind of figured it was a safe place of don't ask, don't tell. I think it's why he took us all in.
So I was going to say.
Do you think he owes money to somebody, or is it something secret he's hiding from us?
I was going to say it dawns on all of you guys that he never pried into any of your backstories. He accepted you all for the people you were when you showed up. And
he never cared much about food. So
right. As to Brody's point, he didn't ask, so you didn't ask, that sort of thing.
Guys, somebody bad is trying to draw Azamar out. What the hell does that mean?
Do you think it's the Boss family or somebody else?
Sounds to me like these guys were paying the Boss family to disrupt trade Azamar, and then we have these maps.
But what would that benefit?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it does say in the note, without implicating yourself, obviously, like, do this discreetly, yada yada. There's instructions on, there's also instructions on, another sheet where to find the goblins that were provided. They would be awaiting contact from,
and they would be compensated, right?
Yes, and they would be compensated duly when the day comes.
So what I'm thinking is we was used as bait.
It sounds to me like that's the case, Nuncle. It feels like they're trying to draw out Azamar. He sent us to go figure out what was going on for the meet, and then they attacked us. So were they trying to take us off the board, or are they trying to get us to draw Azamar out to come defend us? I don't know if he'd even come try to. I mean, he's always been good to me. I want to take care of Azamar because he took such good care of us.
But on the other hand, you got to take it from both perspectives. Apparently, we didn't know this guy at all. So was he did he send us knowing we would get our bones jumped?
Also very true. I'd like to think Azamar wouldn't do that to us, but given the last couple of days we've had, I don't really trust anybody.
Apparently we just don't know him that well. If he's being hunted down by a secret society with bunkers and breweries and big tapestries with skulls on them. I didn't think my lame boss who was late on my paycheck half the time would, nice guy, but never gave me vibes of like needed hitmen to kill him kind of guy. So I don't know shit about him. It's,
Well, all we can say from what we can ascertain right now is that there's a larger plot afoot. The Boss Hog family's involved. They're trying to draw Azamar out.
Them damn hogs is at it again.
Good old boy. So, guys, what do we do next year? Do we go back and we warn Azamar what's going on? I just, Thacme, you're muted, bud.
I think, as I was saying, I think we need to get our cart, get our donkey, get ourselves loaded up and loaded back to town. We can ask Azamar what's going on, what the hell is happening.
I think either we need to get back just for the sheer fact, we need answers from him and to make sure he's alive.
Yeah, I want to check on Azamar. But we gotta.
Can we send a scroll or anything? So we send.
We should send him a tweet to let him know that he might be being targeted to give him a head.
They call those X's.
That's true. That's true. Yeah.
If I
still tweets.
just on my orcish intuition, as you would say. If we were sitting in jail, I'd bet my 2 silver ash coins that fucking carrier pigeon ain't reaching him.
Who do you think would get him now? A goblin?
His corpse. Probably his fucking corpse, because I'm assuming...
You think everybody's dead?
Not everyone, but I mean, I'm assuming they knew that.
Just the people who matter to us. Really, Uncle? This is not helping our case here.
I'm just being a realist.
Glass half full type, Uncle. Let's go. Get some optimism in you.
I'm being optimistic. We're still alive. I'm not in jail. I got coins in my ass.
Let's go get our ass.
It's not all bad.
So,
but
as you say, let's go get our ass, and as you guys are having this discussion, you hear...
Oh no, Jesus Christ.
Dear Lord, we have the building surrounded once again. Please come out with your fucking hands up.
Guys, we're really bad at this.
You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me.
Once again, I want to thank my incredible cast here. John as Uncle Milk Jug, Drew as Brody the Chain, and Brandon as Thakma Strong Hands. Our intro and outro song is Free Me by NEFFEX, who is a wonderful artist who creates all kinds of royalty-free music, so go check him out. We also use incarnate.com for all of our maps and visual aids that I provide the cast. All of our recording is done through StreamYard, and all of our editing is done using a program called Wondershare Filmora. I wanted to take a second here to just thank you guys so much for listening and following along with us on this adventure. Please like the video, sub to the channel, leave us some comments so the algorithm gods will help us grow. Again, I can't thank you enough. You guys are all awesome and incredible. Thank you for listening, and I cannot wait for next week.
You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me.